black supremacy. With this particular video, I want to pull the cover off of Hassan Campbell, known to many as Poppy, after his run-in with the law enforcement, with FBI. Supposedly, they came by his house based on some statements that he made about Kevin Gills. He says that Kevin Gills called the police on him, called the FBI on him, and that they pulled up on him at his home while his 5-year-old was sleeping and he was picking his other children up from the bus stop around the corner from his home. That the FBI just pulled up on him. And they had what many would just call an interview. They interviewed Poppy or Hassan Campbell about some statements that he made against Kevin Gills. Some very horrendous statements that he made in regards to Kevin Gills' family and his children. Many of you have probably heard by now. They're not even worth repeating, but they're very horrendous threats or statements that he says were hypotheticals. But to say the least, I want to talk about what this FBI interview or this FBI run-in with Hassan Campbell, what it reveals about the nature of Hassan Campbell and his mind. A deep revelation has come forth from all of this, because he was shook up. And then he got on Sanetta live stream and did an interview with Sanetta about the entire event. And some stuff came out in that interview. I didn't want to deal with this. I let Hassan Campbell just talk and just do his thing. And he's made some radical statements. He's challenged a lot of street niggas. He said some profound things. He's on fire at times. Hassan Campbell is not somebody who I have been against, even though he has done some things that I don't necessarily agree with. And I think it's some twisted things about how he goes about what he goes about. But I haven't been one that has been 100% against Hassan Campbell, which I have not spoke out against him or said anything in regards to him. And this video is nothing more, nothing less than a critical analysis from what I have seen through following some of his live streams and some of his uploads. Now, I usually only judge people by themselves, not by what I think or by what I feel, because I know what I think or believe can be totally different from what someone else believes. And people are entitled to their own beliefs, and to each his own. So usually my critical analysis is judging people based on themselves, based on what they say. Not what I think they should be doing, what I feel like they should be doing, but what they say they're doing, or what they say they represent, and what they say that they stand for, and how things pan out based upon their position or their loyalty to that position, their consistency. Consistency is a big word, And when I see inconsistencies, that's when I, get my camera out, get my mic out. And with Hassan Campbell, I'm seeing some serious inconsistencies. It's either ignorance, it's either cluelessness, it's just so emotional that he's not rational or methodical. I can't really call the nature of the problem, the illness, or where these symptoms arise from. But there's some serious inconsistencies. For one, he says he met Kevin Gills because Kevin Gills said, I want to help you take down Bambaataa. Yeah, I'm willing to work with you on going at Bambaataa and tearing his ass down. And Hassan Campbell says, okay, I'll work with you to tear down my black leader, my black teacher, the one whom Hassan Campbell claims pulled him up out of the dirt and took his nothing life and made something out of it. Yeah, sure, Kevin Gills. I'll work with you to tear down my own teacher, to tear down my own clique, to tear down my own organization. Absolutely, Kevin Gills, because I'm a righteous man, I guess. And Kevin Gills, you a righteous man. So yeah, that makes complete sense, because that's actually a good thing. You want to tear down this black leader. That's what proves you're a good guy, because you want to tear down this black leader. So if you can tear down a black leader who has been accused of certain allegations or accusations, then it automatically makes you a good person. You're definitely good. And I definitely should fuck with you because you want to tear down a black leader. Come on, man. I just met you out of nowhere. You just popped up. Yeah, come on. Let's tear down a black leader. Not knowing where you come from, didn't do no research on you, don't even know where Kevin Gills came from or who the fuck Kevin Gills is. But yeah, come on, let's do this. Tear down a black leader. Sounds good. You must be a good person automatically. So he works with Kevin Gills. Outside of his clique, outside of his group. Let's go. So let me ask you this. Did you think that Kevin Gills, who's in the business of tearing down black leaders, black figures, black teachers, that's his business. That's what he do. You think when you become a black leader and a black teacher and you rise up, that person ain't gonna tear your ass down? Oh, but you thought he was just tearing down African Bambaataa for what you consider a good reason, and that makes him a good guy because you in your feelings about Bambaataa, and he's playing into your feelings about Bambaataa. He's playing up your feelings and validating them, so he must be a good guy. That's some emotional shit, man. That's some bitch nigga shit. That's real gay, man. You feel me, so I feel you. That ain't integrity. That ain't principle. So Kevin Gills comes in. He thinks, it's a good thing. So, but he forgets that, hey, why would he tear down that black leader, Bambaataa, off allegations without doing his complete homework or research? Why would he do that? And why would you think that he would not do that to you? You thought he just stopped at Bambaataa, not realizing that some of these Negroes got a vendetta against black leaderships and black figures in the black conscious community, in the black community, period. I don't know if it's jealousy. I don't know what the hell it is. If it's the hatred of their father. I don't know what the fuck it is. Is it male feminism? I've yet to figure this shit out. So you thought he was going to stop at Bambaataa? So now you considering yourself a good leader and a good guy who made some hypothetical statements out of your emotions that clearly you did not mean. Clearly you had no intention to carry these things out, but out of your emotions you slipped up and said some things that you didn't say, of which you apologized for and recanted the statements. But he still felt no mercy and felt that it was necessary to tear your ass down as someone who has become a black leader, who has become a black figure, who is a pretty good black teacher, who is somewhat of a reformed street nigga. He felt it was necessary to continue and go full throttle on trying to tear your ass by any means necessary, by calling the white man on you, by calling the FBI on you, to have your ass locked up on some type of federal charges if possible. He wants the ultimate negative outcome, which could have led to your death, which could have led from the separation between you and your children, which could have just threw your whole shit off. And let's be clear that, the investigation is still going on. Don't think that the FBI stopped by and they settled it. They're investigating. The investigation is continuing to go on. You're under investigation right now, for the record. So realize anything that you say at this point can and will be used against you. So you're still under investigation. And you don't know how big the investigation is. But I just have to inform you of that. So why did you think that he would stop at Bambaataa? Now you become a black leader. Now you understand. When you become a YouTube personality and someone a big figure, now you understand that it's just some niggas out there that just want to tear you down. They don't care what the allegations, accusations, they don't even care. They don't care about you as a person, as a family member. They don't give a fuck. They just gonna tear your ass down and use the white man because they don't care about black nationalism, black nation, black people, black loyalty, black integrity. They don't give a fuck about that. And that's a large percentage of your audience. That's a larger percentage of people who follow you. Large percentage of people follow you have proven through siding with you on tearing down Bambaataa that they will not give a fuck about you as a black leader either. That they will tear your ass down as well. Half of your followers do not understand black loyalty and black nationhood and black integrity. And that's who the fuck you riding with. And that's who gonna have your back in the trenches. That makes me question for you to even fuck with niggas like that. How much of a street nigga are you really, man? To even ride with bitch made niggas like that. To even side with bitch made niggas like that for a second. And that's no disrespect on Kevin Gills. He's entitled to his own opinion and he's judged by his own beliefs and ideas. But I'm saying according to your beliefs, that's a bitch made nigga. According to some real street shit nigga, some real integrity shit, that's a bitch made ass nigga to do some bitch ass shit like that. And that's the type of niggas you fuck with because that's the type of nigga that you have become. You have become that type of nigga who has no integrity. But then you want to present it as though I have integrity. When they challenge you and say, well, if you got all this information on Bambaataa, you got all this information that could actually put Bambaataa under the jail, why you don't reveal all this information and come with all this information to have him taken down so that you protect and save all the lives of the children that you felt like is so harmed and so in danger because of people like Bambaataa, to protect and save the lives and futures of all the young boys that's been affected by what you have made out to be a predatory monster. Why wouldn't you reveal that information and have his ass put down? That's when you start talking some street shit, some integrity shit, some Bushido code shit. I never do that. I would never do that to him. I would never take him down. I have loyalty. I'm a warrior. That's not how warriors do shit. Warriors don't get down like that. That's not how I get down. So now you a thorough street nigga when it comes to you going to the authorities to put Bambaataa down. Let me get this right. But now when you crying on the internet and you dry snitching and singing over the internet, you talking to the white man who is the internet. You talking to the feds who is the internet. That's okay. That you exposing information outside of your clique to people that's outside of your clique. What type of fucking code is that? That shit should have been dealt with within your motherfucking clique. Within your group, within the Zulu Nation. You don't take that shit out to the mass public. You deal with that shit how it needs to be dealt with and move the fuck on. But when it comes to you singing on YouTube and crying on YouTube, that ain't no warrior shit. That ain't no warrior shit. And you feeding bloodthirsty savages that want to destroy black leaders and black organizations who don't give a fuck about nothing that you stand for. Just want to see another nigga taken down for whatever reason that they could imagine. They just want to see another nigga down, another nigga down, another nigga down. And that's who you fuck with. That's who you feeding. But you a thorough street nigga. You say you won't go to the authorities because you don't roll like that, but by going through the YouTube, you're going through the authorities because you're revealing information. And you've put up enough YouTube videos and you continue to run your mouth to the perspective, to the point where he could be incriminated anyway. You're incriminating him on YouTube. There's no difference. Just like the feds showed up to your house to some shit you said on YouTube. When it comes to Bambaataa, the feds can show up to your house to some shit you said on YouTube. So whether you go to the authorities or not, or go to the white man or not, you're still going to the white man. When you talk about and incriminate your leaders and teachers on live stream videos, you think that's somehow not the feds, that's not the FBI, that's not the authority? I don't understand. When you run your mouth on the internet, you are running your mouth to the police. You're running your mouth to the white man. You're running your mouth to informants. You're running your mouth to people that will go to the police and will go to the authorities and will, in the long run, turn that into some type of case and some type of issue. Are you fucking unaware of that? So how you got loyalty on one side? I'm never going to the authorities. I'm not never going to go to the police and do no shit like that and go to the white man and bring our leaders to the white man, and I don't roll like that. But then you come on the internet and you put your teacher before the wolves to rip him apart publicly, to rip his character apart, to rip his organization apart. And potentially you don't know what they can do with whatever information that you have said. You don't know how you're delivering your leader right over to the white man, right over to the fucking enemy. Let's be clear on this. But you want to be, but you a thorough street nigga though. You got loyalty, you got integrity. I mean, we can't see you as both. And that's the problem. We can't see you as both. You a bitch nigga when it is convenient. And then you a thorough street nigga when it's convenient. You cannot be both, and that's your problem. It is not the people that is questioning you. They're pointing out your inconsistencies. And your inconsistencies are attracting the questions. You cannot be both. And if you're going to be a half bitch nigga, then half bitch niggas is going to question you. Half of the niggas that question you going to be bitch niggas, and you're going to get bitch nigga questions because half of you is a bitch nigga. Because certain loyal people that believe in loyalty and nationhood and integrity, wouldn't even be asking you certain questions. Because they will understand what that is and what time it is. But the fact that you got people asking you certain types of questions is showing you what type of audience you attracting. It's showing you how you rolling. And if you be on some bitch nigga shit, and you gonna attract bitch niggas to you, and they gonna do bitch nigga shit to you, because they showing you the bitch nigga shit you doing. They're showing you, they're exposing you to yourself. Like that's how the fuck you roll. But you know better from how you run your mouth. I got integrity. That man looked out for me. That man took care of me. I got integrity. But at the same time, I'm a bitch made nigga. At the same time, I'm a bitch ass nigga. At the same time, I'm in my motherfucking feelings completely. It's not to say that your grievances should not be addressed where you have been aggrieved. I'm not saying that you should not address these issues, but they should be dealt with like men. And you should find resolve and resolution in a way that represents the integrity of your nation and the integrity of your people, so that we can build on integrity and draw and attack more integrity to us. It shouldn't be done in this old bitch kind of emotional ass, effeminate ass way that you've been doing shit online. That shit is coming back to hunt you. The so-called chickens are coming home to roost. Man, really look at your fucking self, man. For one, you have become too self-righteous. But you too volatile. Because when you are provoked, you go from self-righteous to the most evil nigga alive. So you are imbalanced. You are out of balance. You can't walk that straight line that's Sarata Mustaqim. You can't walk that. You can't walk that narrow path. You're too imbalanced. You are too tempered. And that's why you make emotional decisions that even make you inconsistent and even contradict the integrity of what you stand on. You're not looking like a thorough street nigga. You running your mouth too much. You're talking too much without thoroughly analyzing and thinking about the consequences of the words you speak, and how your words and the way you behave may misrepresent what you might truly stand for, and may attract those to you who don't stand for shit and don't stand for what you stand for, and they just riding the victim consciousness boat. They're getting on the victim consciousness van, for whatever they can gain about it. They don't even care about the victims. They just pirates. They just parasites. They just leeches for whatever they can gain out of it. And if they get so hungry, they even feed on you. They'll begin to fucking feed on you. No thorough nigga is gonna meet somebody random and discuss the business of their nation and their leaders and the politics of their inner circle and work with somebody outside of their clique to take down individuals inside of their clique. No thorough street nigga ever gonna do nothing like that, man. You'll wind up fucking dead. Real talk. Operating like that, man. Nobody does that, man. Nobody does that shit. What's in-house was in-house. Keep your business within your house. Handle your business within your house. Have some integrity about yourself, man. And all that bitch-made nigga shit will end. It will end, man. Get over that shit. And not in the sense that that's an easy thing to get over with if such things actually occurred. But as men, we must find resolve. We must not be distracted from the principles of which we stand. We have to find resolution and closure so that we can stand on our square. So we can have some integrity about ourselves. Least we play ourselves into hands of our enemies. And we fall by the wayside. Fall on our fucking sword. If you was about that life and real, you would take your own life before you would transgress or commit treason or those of whom you were supposed to stand with. You said Run Savage was going to take his own life. Maybe that was a good reason. Maybe Run Savage got more integrity than you do. Maybe he realized in the end that, damn, I'm fucked up. I did some fucked up shit. Because what you all are talking about is, it seems like it can't be dealt with. Like there's no solution. Like you're going to go on crying forever. That there's no solution to this. And if the problem does not have no solution, then by default you make yourself an enemy of the people. Everything has solution. Everything has closure. There must be some redemption, or you become an eternal hater. And you're more about hatred than you're about nation building, because there's no resolution. And you saying, well, all these people need to get on, and they need to get on my bandwagon, and they need to follow me and help me. They not supporting me in this. The only person that can support you in healing, you in becoming whole within yourself, you becoming solid, the only person that can support you in that, support you on what you really stand for and what you really about, and make that shit line up for you, is you. That's you. And that's between you and Bambaataa, clearly. Because you don't want to get nobody involved that can put that man down. So if it's between you and him and the Zulu Nation and your clique, keep it there. Or out of your zero integrity, you will draw those with no integrity and they will take your ass down. And to me, you have the potential to be a leader, to be influential, and to represent change in the condition of black people. To me, you represent that, but will you take advantage of that? Or will you continue to walk the bitch-made nigga path? It's King over Black Supremacy signing out.